All right, here we go. Time for another stretch day. Grab yourself a band or towel, because we'll be using that as well. Doo-dee-doo. Just making sure some people aren't missing. There we go. Good to go. Okay, here we go. So I got my band or towel. I'm gonna go make my arms in the letter Y. Just like that. This band. Okay, so come out front, all the way behind. Well, as far as you can go behind. Now let's try and do it without moving our neck. It's very hard to not want to push your chin forward. Let's try to keep our neck nice and straight while we do this shoulder floss. But every time I do this, I always find that eventually I make it to the back. But my chin keeps trying to cheat and go forward. What? Almost there. Ooh. You don't realize how having tight pecs can cause neck and shoulder tightness. So that's why we're doing this. We'll do a lot of glute work today because our workout was focused on the glutes. Maybe we should get some blood pumping before we go down to the floor. That's what we need to do a little bit. So I'm going to throw my band off to the side because we're going to use it when we're lying down. But for now, let's just go side to side. Let's warm up our upper body and the hips. So I want you to reach right out to the side, alternately. Sometimes when someone says that they're super sore, so sore that it hurts to do anything, then we need to just do a little quick muscle flush. That's kind of what we're doing here. All right, so I want you to put your feet together, reach down and do a big arm circle all the way around, just like that. Okay, just warming up the body a little bit before we get to the floor. Good. If you want, you put your hand on the wall or wherever, and I want you to put your foot out and do a circle. Hip circles. Okay, change direction. Whee. Now take that same leg and swing forward and back. Now same leg, bend your knee, and if you can, grab your ankle, push your hip forward and pull that knee back. A tight quad there, pulling on that poor little hip. All right, let's do the other side. So, hip circle. Okay, foot forward, back. Just wanted to warm these joints up just a little so when we stretch them, they're not completely cold. All right. And if you can, grab the ankle, pull the knee back, push your hip forward. So, wrist circles, arm circles. Big X on the chest, diagonal pull. diagonal the other way. X, diagonal. X, diagonal. Okay, so now let's just get those feet going. So if you want, you can just do a quick little jog. Or you can just walk. Okay. Okay, now go twice as fast. Go twice as fast than that. Whee! All right. Good. Good job. All right. Now we're getting a little bit, we've got all that motion going. Chin to chest. Let's do a toe touch. When you get to the bottom, you can just hang there for a minute if you like. Whew. Those hammies, holy moly. My dear old hammy. And roll back up. Nice and slow. Ooh. Okay, shoulder roll. Okay, gonna walk down to the floor. If you can walk down on your hands, excellent. If you can't, just get yourself down to the floor best you can. I'm just gonna walk down nice and slow. I'm gonna drop my knees right into hands and knees, cat, cow, all right? So I'm gonna start with cat, so I'm gonna tilt my hip bones towards the ceiling and arch that back and tuck my chin under. Stretch. And as you stretch back to cow, you're going to turn your hip bones towards the floor and put your chest up. And we go back into cat. If you have a really challenged lower back, when you go into cow, you don't have to do that pelvic tilt as extreme. So really just focus more on the upper body. There we go. See, switch the upper body and you don't have to do such an extreme pelvic tilt. Because for a bad lower back, it's better to tuck that bum under and do that stretch. It's just better for you. Now if I stay in this position, I'm going to put one foot straight out to the side, and I'm just going to rock forward and back. Forward and back. If you want to use your hands and walk yourself right into the seated position. And then if you can, put your hands forward. I find that it's a little hard on my knee, just because I have had meniscus issues. So putting all that weight down, folding my knee in half, not such a good thing. But if you can put your hands forward and go into like a child pose with this leg out to the side, that's the intentional end result. Up. Let's do the other leg. Out to the side. Forward and back. Wow. That's probably the way I feel right now with that inner hamstring. That's probably the tightest I've felt it in a long time. And I'm sure it's from the workout we did on Monday. So my boyfriend did a lot of traveling, and I was fine when you get on a plane multiple times or even once. Sometimes that circulated air, if someone on the plane has a cold or something, you're going to catch it. So he's starting to get a cold, and I can feel mine coming in. So my remedy, I'm not a doctor or anything, but I always chop up about 7 to 10 cloves of garlic and I eat it. Well, I wash it down with a ginger tea that I make. And then I do that oil of oregano. I hold it under my tongue for a bit and then I swallow it down, and I'm telling you, it kicks butt. All right, I'm gonna sit down on that foot, and if you can reach forward and stretch forward, Do it. If you can't, just use your hands and protect that knee if it bothers you. This side doesn't seem as bad as the other, so. All right, back up. Put that knee down. We're gonna go right into a full child pose. When I do child pose, sometimes I like to come up and then just stretch my shoulder and my thoracic spine. So I'll put my hands together and I'll put them out to the side and then I'll go back down. I'm going to switch to the other side. Back up onto my hands and knees. And I'm going to take my right knee, I'm going to bring it up and put it almost between my hands at a 45-degree angle, and then I'm going to slide that other leg all the way back and lie down. Now you can stay on your elbows if it's too intense of a stretch, or you can stretch those arms right out in front. Alright, let's stretch the other side. So bring my other knee forward, 45-degree angle, and then stretch that other leg's back, straight back out. So then when I lie down, I end up with that heel on the hip, right? Ooh, this side is so tight, it's insane. Let's not forget to breathe then. Deep breath in, let it go. I sure felt that one. Holy moly. Hey, so I'm just gonna lie right on my side. Knees and hips are parallel. I got that alligator position. Now, if you have neck and shoulder issues, I recommend having a towel or a pillow supporting your head, because whenever you're doing any kind of stretch, to keep that spine nice and straight is key. So I'm going to take my hand and go all the way behind me. Come forward. Let's do it again. When I reach that hand out, I am trying to reach my hand as far away from my body as I can. Really lengthen those muscles. And back again. All right, I'm going to come forward. I'm going to take my bottom leg, I'm going to straighten it out. And then that top knee, I'm going to hold on the floor with that bottom arm. My top arm is going to go goalposty. Not postal, but goalposty. And then I'm going to lie back. And I'm going to let that arm hang. So now I'm twisting my body, therefore stretching my thoracic spine, which is the spine along your ribs and upper back. Right. And I'm stretching my shoulder. I even feel a little bit of stretch in my hip. And I'm not surprised at how far away my arm is from the floor. I just booked a show in Westbrook area at that Waterloo Kitchen Bar on April 27th, so put it on your calendar. It's right in your area, you can walk home. Alright, stay on this side. I'm going to bring my knee back up, so now both my knees are together again. And I'm going to support my head and neck with my bottom arm. Thumb towards the floor, half circle. If you can only go to your ear, then come all the way back. This is a lot like the shoulder floss, but now we're just doing one side. And you want to keep that thumb towards the floor, so you actually have to turn your wrist a bit. We're just doing a rainbow, not a full circle, half a circle. Just doing a shoulder sweep, it's called. Try and keep your body still while you do this. Sometimes people will lie all the way back, and what you're doing is you're compensating for your very tight shoulders. So only go as far as your body allows. You don't have to go all the way back. You're trying to increase your range of motion. So sometimes it takes a few reps. Work your way towards the back. I do this stretch a lot, so therefore my body allows me to have that range of motion more. All right, let's switch sides. Going to alligator for this other side. I'm going to put my arms straight out front. Need to support your head or neck with a pillow, go right ahead, or even a towel rolled up. Here we go. All the way back. Stretch. And then come forward again. Really imagine those fingertips reaching away from the body. Nice long arm. A couple cracks on the spine. Well, I thought someone was making popcorn. Crack, crack. I don't know what part of me's cracking. It feels like the hip. Go figure. One more time. Alligator stretch. Okay. So now I'm going to straighten my bottom leg. Take my bottom arm and hold that knee down to the floor. Goalpost arm. Turn my body and let that arm hang behind me. Want that nice 90-degree angle at the elbow. Nice. Stretch for the spine, shoulder, chest, hip, lower back. This stretch has it all. I feel it the most in the front of my shoulder, where my chest and my shoulder meets. And a little bit in the spine. Trying to think about nice, calm, long breaths. Let's just try and be right here, right now. Don't worry about yesterday. Don't think about tomorrow. Just right now. That's all that matters. That's all you have control of is this moment. Deep breath in. Let it go. Let's come forward. Bring the other knee back up. So my knees and hips are parallel. I'm going to support my head and neck with that bottom arm. Put my thumb towards the floor. Hover maybe 2 to 3 inches over the floor and do the shape of a rainbow. Keeping the thumb towards the floor and not lying that body back. You want to keep your body nice and still if you can. Just go as far as your shoulder allows you. If you can't go all the way to the back, that means you have very tight shoulders, and you should do this at least one more time this week. You can ask me for it. I can send you. I have just short little videos, one for hips, and I have one for shoulders. So they're just quick little videos. They're not long. You can do those anytime. I'll post them in the group just so you can see them. Maybe we should plan some songs for you guys to be my backup singers in run that water there. Wouldn't that be fun? All right, all the way back. Good job. All right, let's roll onto our back. So, seated position first. When we are rolling to our back, I want you to go down with full control. You can keep your knees bent, but one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow. That actually is good for your spine. So, and then reach your hands straight up towards the wall above your head. Reach. And then straighten those legs and point those toes towards the wall on the other side. Just like you're on a stretching machine. Stretch. And relax. Lie your arms like in a goalpost position. Just lie on your back and relax. If this bothers your lower back, you have to do a pelvic tilt. So you have to turn your hips towards your face a bit. And it's easier on the lower back. It does work your core a bit, but your lower back doesn't hurt as much. And then we're going to turn our head side to side. Just loosen up that neck. Now, while I'm lying in this position, if it's more comfortable and it really bothers your back, bring your feet up, bend those knees. Right? Still think about that pelvic tilt. We're just going to strengthen our pelvic floor while we stretch. So, push your belly button into the floor. Right? So, when you push your belly button into the floor, it just forces those hip bones to turn into a pelvic tilt. Right? And I'm going to make my arms a, this is a W. Goalpost is W. Then you're going to go Y, and then I. Y, W, Y, I. So I'm just barely hovering over the floor. You can touch your knuckles on the floor if you want. Y, W, Y, I. Now let's do snow angels. Just hovering those knuckles over the floor. Nice snow angels. And if you're still pushing your belly button into that floor, strengthening your pelvic floor. That way you can sneeze without peeing your pants. Oh, the joys of being a woman. All right, men just go, huh? What was that? Sneeze, pee? I don't understand. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is I got my knees bent, and I'm going to grab my right knee and just pull it to my chest. And I'm going to grab my left knee and pull it to my chest. And if you want, you can rock side to side. Let's loosen up that lower back spine. All right, back to center. Now I'm going to stay in this position, but I'm going to lift my feet up so my leg is now at a 90-degree angle behind that knee. And then you can grab your feet. You can do it from the inside, if that's more comfortable, or from the outside. And you want to pull those knees down towards you. What we're doing is we're decompressing the lumbar spine, the lower part, down to the tailbone. Now, if you can, pull your feet apart a bit, and then pull those knees down a little more. We're just trying to give a little bit of space to those vertebrae at the bottom. All right, let's do it again. Feet apart, knees towards your body, face or towards the floor. Excellent. And if you really engaged in that workout we did, you should be feeling your hamstrings stretching a little too. All right, excellent. Let's grab that band or towel. Just gonna scooch over so I got room. I don't hit any walls beside me. Maybe pull those darn pants back up. Okay, right foot, band straight up, and then pull that leg up. Oh, wow. Big time. Okay, and you could point your toes to the ceiling and then point your toes to your face or the heel to the ceiling because we're hinging at the ankle. We're just stretching that calf a bit. Wrong kind of calf. Last couple days I've been so goofy. All right, I'm going to lower my leg down, my right leg, and I'm going to straighten the other leg, and I'm going to bring that leg back up again. Same leg. And the more you push that heel towards the ceiling, the more you're going to feel it in the back of your lower part of your leg and your calf, or the actual muscle name is called the gastrocnemius. We're stretching our hamstrings. I always keep just a slight bend in my knee because I've had issues, so I don't want to hyperextend there. It's uncomfortable for me. And I'm going to pull that foot as far forward towards my face as I can. Ooh, that's tight. I'm almost spasming. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, so let's really stretch that inner hamstring. So you want a nice, always 90-degree angle. So at that hip, your foot is straight up, right? I'm going to take because this is my right leg, so I'm going to take my left arm and just put it straight out to my side so I can anchor my shoulder down. And the band or towel is going to hold my foot as I drop it straight out to the side. So you're trying to avoid your body from lifting up off the floor and following that leg. All right, anti-stress breathing time. Deep breath in, 2, 3. Hold your breath, 2, 3, and now let it go. 2, 3, 4. Deep breath in, 2, 3. Hold, 2, 3. Wring out those lungs. 2, 3, 4. Good. Nice deep breaths in. When you breathe out, I want you to imagine your body sinking deeper into the floor. We're only thinking about right now, nothing else. Clear your mind. Just thinking about this moment. Just imagining my tight muscles letting go. Bring that leg up. I'm going to take my band off. Straighten both my arms out at my side. And drop that leg across my body towards the floor. That's why I have my arms anchored at my sides, so my shoulders don't lift up and try and follow that leg. Keep doing that relaxed breathing. Deep breath in and just let it go. Just let it go. Come back to center. And we're going to do the other leg. So my knees are bent to start. Band or towel on my foot. Straight up and bring it up. I know this side is I really felt my hamstrings on my left leg, so I'm gonna probably make some weird noises when I stretch this one. Okay, point the toes to the ceiling, heel to the ceiling. And don't have a lot of tension on that band so it doesn't slip off your foot, hit you in the face. Right now, the band is not as needed. Hinge at that ankle. Stretch out your calf. Alright, now drop the leg. Straighten the other leg and bring this guy back up. Whoa. I knew that noise was coming. Really trying to use my mind to relax those tight muscles. Just let go. my video's not freezing again. That sucked. All right. Arms straight out at the side. So this is my left leg. So my right arm is just going to go straight out at my side with my palm down because I want to anchor my shoulder. And then I'm going to drop that leg straight out to the side. Help me. Drop that foot out. Nice. Stretch that inner hamstring. Ooh-wee. All right, let's do some relaxed breathing techniques. Anti-stress. Deep breath in. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Let it go. 2, 3, 4. Deep breath in. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Let it go. 2, 3, 4. One more time. Deep breath in. Fill up those lungs. Fill up your tummy. Hold that breath. And now let it go. Bring out those lungs. Let it all out. Oh, just felt my leg gain motion, range of motion. My leg just went down. I just felt it let go. And it was while I was thinking of all that relaxed breathing. Deep breath in. Let that body sink into the floor. Just relax. All you need to do is just relax. You don't have to plan for tomorrow. You don't have to think about yesterday. You're just going to be right here, right now. Present. Wow. What a difference in my leg dropping down. Okay, let's put the band or towel aside for a second. Straighten that leg up. Both my arms anchored on the floor because I want to keep my shoulders square. I'm going to drop that leg across my body. So my lower body's twisting and my upper body is just nice and square on the floor. Take a deep breath in. Try not to resist. Just let it stretch. If you find that your muscles are super sore, especially down the side of your leg, the IT band, I find I cannot use a roller for that. It's like too intense. So actually just go to the kitchen or whatever, or you go to the dollar store and buy yourself a rolling pin. And you can roll out your own muscles with a rolling pin. Or you could, maybe get your spouse or the neighbor or pay one of your kids to do it. All right, back to center. Check the time here. Holy moly. Okay, I'm just going to grab a sip of water. So we're going to be in the seated position next. So let's go into that position. Just want to make sure. Just like to make sure no one needs me to let them in or something. Okay. Everyone's favorite hip stretch, the 90-90 hip stretch. After that glute workout, I highly recommend this one. If for some reason you can't do this one, just repeat what we've already done. Okay, so chest goes on that shin, as close to the foot as possible. that we stretch together every Friday. When we missed that one Friday, I just noticed it was challenging. I'm going to sit up. I'm going to reach my whole torso towards that outside knee. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to make sure that that knee is pushing into the floor. Keep that knee into the floor. Keep that knee pushed in the floor. And I want you to take your hands, put them on the other side of the front leg. I want you to twist your body as far away as you can, keeping that knee pushed in the floor. Just twisting our body and stretching away from the legs. Looking as far back behind as I can. And let's come back to that knee. And pull the torso in again. All right, let's reach for that back foot. Really trying to lean my shoulder. This is my left leg, left foot in the back, and I'm leaning my left shoulder towards it. Push. I'm going to keep that knee pushed in the floor. Put my hands behind my back, or you can put them on the floor, and you're going to lift that back foot up. And if you can, push your left shoulder towards that back foot again. Push. Okay, let's put the foot down. Lift the whole leg up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Switching sides. All right. Back to original 90-90 position. I'm going to put my chest on my shin as close to my foot as possible. And take a deep breath in. Allow my body to relax and sink into the floor. Sure feel my inner hamstring on my left leg pulling. I can feel the butt cheek and my gluteus medius, which is the muscle right above my butt cheek, all stretching. Just want those hip flexors to let go. Sit up and reach that torso towards that outside knee. So my right knee is the one that's in the back, and that's what I'm pulling my body towards. Trying to keep that knee in the floor too, pushed in. Now I'm going to keep that knee pushed in the floor, and I'm going to use my hand and twist my body as far away as I can. Keeping that knee pushed in the floor because you want those hip flexors to stretch out. If your hips are super tight, you're actually kind of weak. Push, which tells me you need to stretch more. All right, back to the knee. Let's lean in again. Pull that torso and shoulder towards. I can really feel this. It's funny, everyone that does these stretches feels it in a different place. Right now I'm feeling it in my front hip, my left hip, lower back. Crazy. All right, turn your body and reach for that back foot. Reach, reach. Some people get actually a cramp right up their back in this one. You reach backwards like this. Okay, push that knee into the floor. Lift up that back foot off the floor if you can, and then try and keep the spine up and push that shoulder back. All right, put the foot down, lift the whole leg. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Whew. Am I going late again? Oh, I'm such a bad girl. Well, I'd actually like to sit here and stretch with you way longer, but time's running out, and I guess some of you have, I don't know, plans. But I'm grabbing my feet and I'm pulling them towards me, and I'm just hinging my hip forward for one last hip stretch, opening up those hips, coming forward. Nice, strong, straight spine, pulling those shoulders forward. Lower, everything is in alignment. Stretch. Excellent. Yeah, we should just go for 2 hours. We need to do some work here.
Thanks for that, but it was rough.